Hi everyone, I'm Pierre Desjardins. I'm the CEO and co-founder of C12. We are building a quantum computer. We are based in Paris, and today I want to shift the focus. At the end, it's not just a matter of number of qubits. If we want to build a useful quantum computer, a quantum computer that can really deliver the massive impact quantum computer promises, we have to shift our focus and not only count qubits. XYZ say 50 qubits, and then 100 qubits, and 200 qubits there, and 1,000, 100,000. Headlines are saturated by qubits counts. But what matters on top of qubit counts, if you want to truly build useful quantum computer, are other performance metrics. Quality of the qubits is the first one. Second one is connectivity between the qubits, and the last one is clock speed. So let me get a little bit more detail about those performance metrics. Quality, why it's so essential. If you take an example, let's say like a 50 qubits quantum circuits, and the quantum hardware have a 1% error rate on the 2-qubit gate, which is not that bad. Then actually you can only perform 2 layers of quantum operation. So this is very, very frustrating. The second thing is about quantum error correction. So quantum error correction works, and that was the fantastic results shared by Google previously. But error correction works if you are at a sufficient threshold. So you need to have a sufficient quality. And then how quantum error correction becomes efficient. And here it's also like another interesting number. So if you have, if you go from 99.2% fidelity to a 99.9% fidelity, so it looks like quite small, but actually you use 100 less qubits to perform error correction. So you have an overhead that is divided by 100. This is massive. And the last is, you just don't need quality for 1 qubit, but you need quality consistently over all the qubits that you are making. And this, when you have like small-scale system, you don't see that too much. But when you are building large-scale system, to have this systematic high quality for your qubits, so to have extremely high yield in terms of qubit quality, it becomes very important. So long-tail distribution of qubit quality is a killer when you scale. Second performance metrics that is, in our opinion, absolutely crucial when you scale quantum computers is about connectivity. So most of the architecture today, especially in solid state and chip architecture, they are based on nearest neighbors. But nearest neighbors, it's not what you only require when you have like a general class of quantum algorithm. Sometimes you need to couple qubits that are distant. And then you need to use swap gates, which is very costly in terms of circuit depths. So that's why high connectivity and even all-to-all eliminates all those swap gates and reduce the depth of circuits, making quantum computer more useful. And then it has also a strong benefit in terms of quantum error correction and efficiency of quantum error correction. So these are like a theoretical proposal for quantum error correction scheme, but surface code, which is the safe bet for making quantum error correction, only use nearest neighbor connectivity. And if you go to more advanced quantum error correction code, you can see that you can cut down the physical overhead by like some very large factor. So connectivity also is very important. And the last, it's clock speed. We can have the idea that at the end, like quantum operation speed only matters related to how long is the coherence of your qubits. So if you have like slow gate operation, but a very long coherence time, at the end, maybe it's more or less the same as if you have fast quantum operation, but like a shorter coherence time. Actually, it does matter in absolute term. So we took, for example, this example of a circuit that require 10 to the 13 quantum operation, so 10,000 billions of operation, which is like something that will be kind of required if we want to have like useful quantum circuits on 1,000 qubits. And then if you have like slow gate operation, so 1 kilohertz, this calculation will take a couple of months. And if you reduce that by what we can deliver, for example, with 1 gigahertz of clock rate, then it's only a matter of a few milliseconds. So it does matter to make quantum computer very useful. So on top of qubit counts, performance metric like quality, connectivity, and clock speed are as much important. And that was more like a general emphasis on why we should have the focus on different metrics than only the qubit count. Now, what about C12? Why are we like building this very unique approach? I think that, so no breakthrough in terms of qubit numbers in my talk, but just the emphasis that we are committed to build a useful quantum computer. And it means that we completely redesign how we build quantum computer such that we can fulfill all the performance metric that matters to build a large-scale quantum computer and a quantum computer that will be very useful. So it all started in a scientific discovery in École Normale Supérieure, a research lab in Paris, where they made the first experiments using carbon nanotube integrated on chip. And then it raises the question of, okay, we want to build first quantum computer that have much higher quality qubits. And where do all these errors that make quantum errors come from? And we think that the key of quality is in the material. So that's why we introduce carbon nanotube. Carbon nanotube is so a nanoscopic element. So it has a very pure material. We are able to make carbon nanotube only with isotopically purified carbon. And most importantly, it has a minimal interface with its environment. So that's why using this material, you could have like very high quality qubits. So the core know-how of C12 is how to fabricate this carbon nanotube, how to integrate them on silicon wafers, and how to transform them into quantum transistor. And our vision is really that we had to master the manufacturing process of silicon to build a semiconductor chip. The carbon nanotube will be the material for the quantum computing revolution. So now how we perform along those metrics. So in terms of quality, as I mentioned, it's all about material purity. And that's where we have like a big advantage using carbon nanotube. So in a way, our platform is like the closest possible of a spin qubit in vacuum, because around our, so we encode the qubit into the spin of a single electron trapped into a carbon nanotube. So around this qubit, there is nearly only vacuum apart from this like macromolecule of carbon nanotube. And last year, we achieved a very significant results, which is the longest coherence time that was measured for spin qubits connected to a microwave resonator. So with this carbon nanotube, we have the world record in terms of qubit stability. The second one is connectivity. So we have a very unique architecture. We have a unique material, but we have also a unique architecture. So we have a quantum bus. So instead of relying on nearest neighbor interaction, we do the interaction between our spin qubits through a quantum bus, so mediated by a photon traveling into this quantum bus. That way, we can achieve all-to-all connectivity through this quantum bus. And also, we have a very interesting feature on top, is that we can have like, we can turn off the coupling between the spin and the quantum bus by 3 orders of magnitude. So we can have like that way a kind of memory within the processor. And the last one is that we rely on radio frequency electronics to drive our qubits. So we are able to have like fast 2-qubit gates. Currently, our 2-qubit gate time is 500 nanoseconds. And so it's unable to be in the class of like high clock speed quantum computing architecture. Now, this is about our technology, and I wanted to share also like a few words about C12. So we founded in 2020. We are now like close to 50 people, primarily in R&D, who are still like focusing all our efforts into like making this useful quantum computer into reality. And we raise more than 25 million euros in equity since our foundation. One thing that we did differently also in terms of how we can build this useful quantum computer is to invest in our own fab. So when we are designing qubits which are so different with this, such a unique approach, what is absolutely key is to be able to iterate very fast, even if you are on a silicon and a semiconductor technology. So we could also work with outsourcing partner, but having our own fab is to enable a full control of the fabrication process and also extremely fast interaction cycle. So instead of, we think that we gain something like 10x in terms of time for iteration cycle. Here are a few steps of how we are fabricating this absolutely unique quantum computers. So we have on one side making the wafers with all the integrated circuits, and on the other side we are fabricating and selecting the carbon nanotube. And I don't know if you remember, but I insisted also a lot about quality. Quality is not just for your best qubit or 1 qubit, but it's really like how you can guarantee that you will be able to fabricate like many, many qubits with the same level of quality. And we have this approach where we have a pre-selection of the qubit material before the last step of nano assembly, where robots can integrate very fastly carbon nanotube onto a silicon wafer. And this like pre-selection, we think that it's key to be able to scale quantum computers and to have like a manufacturing process that guarantees that you have you don't have like a long tail of poorly functioning qubits. So how do we see the future for C12? In 2023, we released our first product, which is a classical emulator, quantum emulator of the unique technologies that we are developing. So even if our quantum computer are not ready today, you can still have a way to experience this very unique technology that can provide on top of a scaling potential, high-quality qubits, connectivity, high connectivity between qubits, and also like fast clock speed. Next year, we will have our first quantum hardware available on the clouds, and also we will share more about our detailed roadmap and what you will be able to use coming from C12. And we have this, the whole of focus of the company is really to deliver an error-corrected quantum computer after 2030. So before the hardware, we also have started some collaboration with industrial customer in the chemical industry and in the defense industry. So we have developed this very comprehensive methods about learning where quantum computing fits and does not, and identifying use case that would be benefit the most from our unique technology. And you have also access to Callisto. So Callisto is one of the moon of Jupiter. I think that's what we are doing at C12 is really like at the frontier of what is technically feasible. We really like redesign and reshape how we build a quantum computer. And so we choose one of the distant object of the solar system to for the name of our first product. So Callisto, you have two different options. You can actually access freely Callisto Discovery. You just go to our website and you can get your API key. Then you can play with 13 qubits with this, of course, high fidelity gate, which is like a core value proposition of what we are developing. And you have also like we have also a version of Callisto that is specific to your business need, which is Callisto Professional. And this is based on a project that we conduct with corporate clients. So thank you very much for your listening. And I'm very happy to give you an overview of what's coming next in quantum computers. I think that we should not only focus on qubit counts, even if it makes like very good headlines. What really matters on top of the number of qubits is how good they are, so the quality of the qubits, what are the architecture of and how they are like connected between each other, and also like the clock speed. And this is what will create true quantum computing value. Thank you again.